It has been 80 years today, since the liberation of Auschwitz, the Nazi concentration camp. And in honor of this historic day and International Holocaust Remembrance Day being today, the Laboratory Theater of Florida is hosting a community event called Remember. And this morning, we have Ella Nair along with Chuck Kaufman getting us some more on this unifying event that is so important for our community. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
This is a wonderful way to remember the tragedies that happened and not let history continue. And we are losing many of the survivors, with it being 80 years since.
It's pretty rough as far as losing most of the survivors, but as most of the survivors have told many of us who work in the field of Holocaust education, it's imperative now for us more than ever for all of us to keep telling the stories and telling their stories and sharing it with the world that nobody forgets. And so you have to do more integrative, more passionate, and more involved programming like such as we're doing as far as bringing people in to experience through music and through, we're going to have an interesting cast of people that will be speaking on our panel. We have people from all walks of life. We'll have a clergy, an imam, we'll have a Muslim citizen, a Christian pastor, a rabbi, Itzhak Minkowitz will be there giving a blessing. And then, of course, we'll have a Holocaust survivor, Peter Seminaro will be there. And we have an almost 100-year-old, I saw his image here before, World War II liberator, Robert Hilliard, who's on many different programs.
Wow.
He will be speaking. He actually fought with Nazis. He will be speaking. And there'll be a number of us from all different walks of life. There will be a drag queen. There will be an African-American speaking. Every one of us.
Everyone should be affected.
Exactly. Yeah. It's about all of us as humans. As I always will tell the audience, it was not a Jewish problem, the Holocaust, it's a human problem.
Right. An event that they lost their families, they lost their friends, they lost their faith in humanity. I mean, I know that we're going to be hearing a song, and I love the fact that music is incorporated in tonight's program. What are we going to hear?
Well, this song is called By My Silence, and it was written by two singer-songwriters, Alan Buxtell and Nick Annis. And it's really the perfect, it actually incorporates one of the quotes about that we have to remember, and we can't stand by and be silent.
Right. All right, well, we're looking forward to playing, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Sure. I'm not a communist, so when they came for the communists, I held my tongue. Minded my own business like a good neighbor. I trusted that justice was done. I didn't ask what was their crime, it was their sadness, wasn't mine. I didn't care where they were sent. By my silence I gave my consent. By my silence gave my consent. I am not Jewish, so when they came for the Jews, I had nothing to say. Branded with stars like battalion boxcars, and then taken away. I didn't ask what was their crime, it was their sadness, wasn't mine. I didn't care where they were sent. By my silence I gave my consent. By my silence gave my consent. I didn't care when they came for the unionists, came for the socialists, took the powerless. I'm not a terrorist, I'm not an immigrant, I'm native born, faithfully ignorant. I didn't care what was their crime, till their sorrow turned into mine. Their sorrow turned into mine. I didn't care. Now there's nobody there, no one to speak out for me. At the time I believed it never would happen to me. I didn't know what it meant for my silence to give my consent, for my silence to be my consent. By my silence, I give my consent.
Beautiful song. Thank you so much for sharing that. And wow, by my silence, I give my consent. That's what I love about this program. This program is called Remembrance Tonight. And as you mentioned, this is not just for our Jewish community. This is for the entire community
Yes.
to come out, learn more, and keep anything from like this from ever happening again, and focus on positivity.
Indeed.
We have the ability to do that, and I always remind us we all have it in us. We have the ability to make our world much better, healthier, happier place to live. We all can do that if we do it together.
Remembrance is tonight at 7 o'clock. Where? What are the details if people would like to come and see?
If anyone, go onto the Laboratory Theater of Florida website, because we have to get tickets. We have limited seating since we're an old historic building. We'd love to see you at 7 o'clock. Everybody will get to hear Chuck and his wife Diane play. They'll get to hear a number of different panel of speakers, including, like I said before, the World War II liberator, people from other walks of life. There will be somebody who is LGBTQ representing. A little of all of us will be there. We'll have a child reader who will be reading a poem from a child who did not make it from the Holocaust, whose poem was found.
Wow.
And that's very powerful. And we'll have a little of everything there, a little poetry, speaking. The Holocaust survivor story is very powerful. Peter Semenauer from Punta Gorda will be there. And we've been doing this for almost probably a decade, and they're very powerful. The programs are extremely powerful. We invite you all, if you can make it, to please come and support the Holocaust remembrance, but also humanity, because we need that more than ever right now to support each other.
Yeah, less divisive and all together, and I love that the program incorporates that. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here on this historic and monumental day. And we'll put information about how you can go to Remembrance tonight on our website, which is abc-7.com.
Thank you.
We're going to be right back.